if I told you the most anticipated Yellowstone spinoff, the one fans have been begging for, just hit a wall so big it could shake the entire Sheridan-verse? That's right, the Beth and Rip spinoff, the crown jewel of Paramount's future lineup, has been slammed with a crushing delay. And this isn't just about shifting a calendar date. This delay comes loaded with behind-the-scenes drama, shocking negotiations, and whispers of power struggles that could change Yellowstone's future forever. So buckle up, because what I'm about to break down might leave you seeing Beth and Rip's love story in a whole new light. The official reason for the delay. For months, Yellowstone fans have been counting down the days until Beth Dutton and Rip Wheeler's long-awaited spinoff finally hit our screens, only to be blindsided by news of a delay. Officially, Paramount is citing production adjustments as the reason. But let's be real, that vague explanation has left more questions than answers. In an industry as calculated as Hollywood, a delay is rarely just about scheduling. The timing, the secrecy, and the language used in Paramount's statement all point to something bigger brewing behind the curtain. Insiders suggest the holdup could stem from Sheridan's notoriously ambitious approach to storytelling. Known for rewriting entire arcs if they don't meet his high standards, Sheridan reportedly pushed for last-minute changes to ensure the spinoff didn't just ride on Yellowstone's coattails, but carved out its own legend. That level of perfectionism may thrill fans in the long run, but in the short term, it's throwing off timelines, budgets, and even actor availability, a trifecta no network loves dealing with. Then there's the star power factor. Both Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser, the magnetic duo behind Beth and Rip, are in high demand. Locking down their schedules for a multi-season commitment is no small task, and Paramount can't afford to lose either of them. Pair that with ongoing negotiations over creative control and potential contract renegotiations, and you've got the perfect storm that can grind production to a halt. After all, if Beth and Rip aren't front and center, is it even the show fans signed up for? But here's the kicker. While the official word paints this delay as a bump in the road, the reality could be far more explosive. Delays in Sheridan's universe often mean rewrites designed to raise the stakes, which could turn this spinoff from highly anticipated into absolutely unmissable. The real question is whether fans are willing to endure the wait for a payoff that promises to be bigger, darker, and possibly more game-changing than anyone imagined. If Sheridan delivers, this crushing delay may just be the smartest play yet. What this means for Beth and Rip's storyline. For Beth and Rip fans, the spinoff delay feels like more than a setback. It feels like a gut punch. Their love story has always been the beating heart of Yellowstone, and the promise of a series dedicated solely to their fiery, complicated bond had fans bracing for fireworks. Now, with the project pushed back, the big question is whether Sheridan is reworking their storyline to make it even bolder, or if the delay signals cold feet about how much of the Yellowstone legacy can rest on their shoulders. The timing of this delay couldn't be more telling. With Yellowstone itself winding down, Beth and Rip were poised to carry the torch and keep the Dutton brand alive. The holdup suggests that Sheridan might be rethinking the exact shape of their journey, perhaps adding in deeper conflict, shocking twists, or even a darker edge that pushes their relationship into uncharted territory. Instead of a simple continuation, this pause could mean Sheridan wants to elevate Beth and Rip's saga into something even more dangerous and unforgettable. And let's be honest, Beth and Rip's relationship has never been about playing it safe. A delay like this could actually raise the stakes, giving Sheridan time to craft a storyline that doesn't just satisfy fans, but shakes them to their core. If history has taught us anything, it's that Sheridan thrives on making viewers sweat. So when Beth and Rip finally ride again, don't expect a fairy tale. Expect a storm, possible rewrites or plot changes. Whenever Taylor Sheridan delays a project, it's never just about scheduling, it's about precision. The holdup with the Beth and Rip spinoff could signal that Sheridan is taking a scalpel to the script, sharpening the edges of a storyline that was already primed to be explosive. Fans were expecting a continuation of Beth and Rip's stormy love affair, but a rewrite could mean Sheridan is weaving in bigger conflicts, higher stakes and twists that even Yellowstone diehards won't see coming. One theory making the rounds is that Sheridan wants to expand the scope beyond Beth and Rip's romance, digging deeper into the political and economic threats looming over the Dutton legacy. That could mean introducing new enemies, forcing Beth and Rip into unholy alliances, or even throwing Carter into the spotlight as a potential disruptor. Rewrites like these wouldn't just freshen the narrative, they could redefine how we see the Dutton bloodline's future. And here's the real kicker. Sheridan has a track record of using rewrites to raise the emotional stakes to gut-punching levels. If this delay means tearing Beth and Rip down before building them back up, we could be looking at a spin-off that doesn't just keep Yellowstone fans satisfied, but leaves them breathless. Sometimes a delay isn't a setback. It's a warning that the storm Sheridan is cooking up will be worth every second of the wait. Impact on Yellowstone's legacy. Yellowstone isn't just a TV show, it's a modern Western empire, and Beth and Rip's spin-off was meant to be the next cornerstone of that legacy. With the project delayed, fans are left wondering if Sheridan's most iconic couple can still carry the weight of an entire series. Their absence on the small screen doesn't just leave a gap in the franchise, it risks dimming the flame of the Yellowstone universe at a critical moment, just as the flagship series prepares for its final ride. Beth and Rip were the natural heirs to Yellowstone's emotional core. Their fiery, unpredictable love story gave the show its heart, its edge, and often its most unforgettable moments. A spin-off built around them promised to keep that energy alive and pass the torch to a new chapter. Without it, or with it on hold, the Sheridan-verse risks losing momentum, especially as fans hunger for closure and continuity once Yellowstone bows out. But delays don't always mean defeat. Sometimes they mean reinvention. If Sheridan uses this extra time to craft a spin-off that doesn't just extend Yellowstone's legacy, but amplifies it, the payoff could be massive. Instead of rushing Beth and Rip onto the screen, this pause could ensure their story not only matches Yellowstone's weight, but redefines what the franchise stands for. The question is, will fans stay patient long enough to see it happen? Behind-the-scenes tensions. When Paramount announced the Beth and Rip spin-off delay, the official statement sounded polished and vague, but whispers from behind the scenes tell a far juicier story. According to multiple industry insiders, the holdup may be linked to high-stakes negotiations over budgets, creative control, and even scheduling conflicts with Yellowstone's final episodes. Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser, the very backbone of the spin-off, are reportedly in talks over major pay bumps, a move that could push the series' budget into record-breaking territory for a Paramount Plus drama. If true, this could explain why the network hit the brakes, but money isn't the only sticking point. Taylor Sheridan himself is said to be running one of the busiest production slates in television history. Juggling Landman, Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King, and now the Yellowstone spin-offs. Some close to the production claim Sheridan has demanded more time to personally fine-tune Beth and Rip's story arc, refusing to hand over the script reins to other writers. That decision has created friction with studio execs eager to fast-track the series, setting up a creative tug-of-war that could decide the fate of Yellowstone's crown jewel couple. And then there's the wild card. Rumors that Sheridan may be using the delay to fold in shocking connections to his other series, tying Beth and Rip's future to larger storylines in 1944 or even the Madison. If that's true, the payoff could be franchise-defining, but it also explains why the spin-off can't move forward until Sheridan's bigger chessboard is in place. Fans might be frustrated now, but if these behind-the-scenes tensions pay off, this could end up being the most explosive Yellowstone spin-off ever made. If you thought Beth Dutton was the only one who could stir up chaos, think again, because the real drama might be happening off-camera. From payday battles and Sheridan's iron grip on the script to rumors of crossovers with 1944 and the Madison, this delay isn't just a hiccup, it's a warning shot. The future of Yellowstone's greatest couple now hangs in the balance, and when Beth and Rip finally ride again, it could be with a storyline so explosive it redefines the entire franchise. franchise. So let me know in the comments, is this delay a disaster or Sheridan's boldest power move yet? Either way, the storm is only just beginning.